Okay.
Well, collectors, here we are again. This is unboxing number 72, and today is April 25th, 2023. Well, welcome to the next unboxing, and I think we're going to have a pretty good show here, so I hope you enjoy it. There's quite a bit of stuff. And I think before I start opening boxes, Rob and I went to a little show down the Jersey Shore on Sunday and picked up a few things. And then there were also a couple of things that walked into the Cellar here too during the week. So I'll show you those things first, okay? Here we go. Well, the first thing we got, samurais are not really my thing, but every once in a while you get one and not much you can do about it. This is the heaviest samurai I think I've ever had, and it's pretty long too. I think it's a very late war piece, but it has a good cloth type wrapping with the manuki still in there and a nice suba and pretty good paint to the scabbard, and I'll show you when we take it out of the blade. Take the blade out of the scabbard, I should say. You'll see that the piece is numbered here. I think it's 1182. So that tells us that it's a machine-made piece and an NCO piece. So I don't think it's a real valuable thing, but the blade is sure spectacular on it, in really nice condition.
Take it easy with that thing.
Yeah, watch it, Ob. Yeah. Take a look at that, guys. It's pretty nice blade. So that's something that if any of you guys are interested in, it's not going to be a lot of money, but it's an original sword, and it's real. So, and it would look good on the wall, I think. But boy, it weighs a ton. Heaviest samurai I ever held. And then another piece that we got at that little show is this nice Luftwaffe sword here, with really good toned fittings and good sun wheels, and the look at those, the gild on the sun wheels on the cross guard and all. Nice original leather on the grip, and a really nice scabbard leather too that's original and in really fine condition. Hardly any usage at all. It's in good shape. So it's a pretty nice sword. Just a little ding in there, but it's not bad. And it is missing the crescent hanger. But overall, it's what a beautiful blade it is. Absolutely perfect. Got that nice nickel-plated finish. And this one is produced by WKC.
That's a rare one.
You don't see many early WKCs.
No, that's nice.
So that's a pretty nice thing, I think. And having got broken the ice at least here on the video, it's time to light up a cigar. You know me, guys. Yeah, that's a good De Nobili. And I also toast you guys. Here we are. A little early, but it's just right. I guess I always say it's a little early because we do these videos usually at noon. So what are you going to do, you know? Somebody's up then anyhow, so we'll see. I got a couple more things that we got at the show or drifted in here. Got an interesting, not interesting, but a nice Hitler Youth knife. The plating is really, really good, considering it's a late piece with the zinc base, good grip plates, good scabbard paint. The leather's all there. It's got a little ding in the back here, but it's not bad. But otherwise, it's a decent, very decent HJ knife. It doesn't have any sharpening, a couple of little tiny nicks there. And this is one of those Schüttelhoffers that you see with the RZM M713. But that's a good piece there for somebody that's looking for a nice condition late one. You don't see them in that condition too often. And I like this a lot. Ob and I found this at the show. It's really a very fine rural police bayonet. See that brown leather there? And the leather is really in good condition. The hilt is very, very nice. And the frog on it is also terrific. Look at the condition of that. It's really, really nice. And the frog is good on the back too. And we'll show you the blade. It's an old Horster with that old mark there that you see from the late 20s. This was one of the cut down ones, of course. And it's really in nice condition. They ground the serial number off of it when they cut it down, because as I've told you before, these bayonets were used during the Weimar time when the serial number was pertinent, but when the German police revised them in 1936, there was no need for it. So there we go. So I think that's a nice nice bayonet. And then I got another one too at the same show from the same person. This one is really, really interesting. This is a rural piece also. And what's interesting about it, it's cut down to officer size. It was a long bayonet at one time, but the length of the blade was cut down, but for some reason they left the crossguard on, the clamshell on there. That's something you just don't see. See, I'll show you the length compared to the normal one. You can see it's a lot shorter. So that's the first one that I can ever remember seeing. It also has a rifle slot in it with a working mortise button. And it has an absolute mint blade, but you can see it's a regular police blade that was cut down to this real short size. The blade is only 10.5 inches, and it's made by the Carl Eichhorn firm. So for you guys out there collecting police bayonets, I'll bet you've never seen one like this. An officer model made out of the original long Weimar type. Isn't that an interesting bayonet? I think it is. I think it's really cool. Okay, so that's that stuff. And then just as a no big deal, but I got a set of naval hangers, and maybe some of you are saying, well, what's wrong with them? They were never gilded or what? Well, this was the type that was worn by administrative naval personnel. These were desk people. They wore aluminum mounts on their naval hangers, and they're rather difficult to come by. And these hangers are in beautiful condition. They're mint throughout and absolutely original. So for somebody that has a couple of naval daggers, maybe you'll want to put the regular gilt ones on one and maybe a pair of administrative hangers on the other. Not many people have these. So those are good things. And then the last thing we picked up at that show, I like this a lot. This is a police combat helmet. It's still got the great original green finish to it. And as you can see, the national insignia decal is in great shape, and then on the other side it has the police decal, also with a good finish. The only thing that's a shame, the helmet has the chin strap, the original chin strap, but somebody took the liner out of it. I guess there's a possibility that another collector could acquire an original liner and put it in, or if not, it's still a really nice display piece. It's marked ET64. So, you know, you don't see these police combat ones too often, so that's a nice addition to any helmet collection. All right. So let's see. I guess from there we can start to do a little bit of unboxing, or I think before I do the unboxing, I'm going to show you something really special. I think you'll like this. As soon as I get my cigar lit. And a drink to something special too. That's something special. All right, let me just get a couple things here, and before I show you these things, we have a box now for the Bob Burns cutters. Official box. Before I show you these things, I want to just give you some background. In 1937, Hitler was invited to visit the King of Italy, and it was a very big occasion for the Third Reich, and Hitler was quite thrilled about having that opportunity. And the one problem he had, and you guys with girlfriends and wives, you know about this stuff. Whenever you want to take a really nice trip, they want to go too. You know how that is, don't you guys? Well, with Ava Braun, this is exactly what happened. She heard about Adolf's trip to Italy, and she wanted to go, and I guess she kind of hounded him to death about it, and he really couldn't take her with him per se, because he still was keeping her presence a secret. But what he was going to do was he would allow her to take a trip that kind of followed where he was going, but on the outskirts of all those areas where she wouldn't be seen. So Hitler talked to Bormann, and he said, Bormann, do you have someone that could be the tour guide for this occasion? And Bormann had a very capable long-term SS officer by the name of Fritz Dargas, D-A-R-G-A-S. And Bormann recommended Dargas to head up this event. So Hitler briefed Dargas on where they were going and what he wanted them to do, and he lent Ava two Mercedes limousines, and Ava was going, and her sister Greta was also going, and Dr. Morell was going with his wife, and then another woman, I forget her name. So Adolf gave Dargas a big pile of Reichsmarks, and he said, I want you to really make sure that everybody has a good time and nothing goes wrong and all that. So Dargas, he was quite nervous about this, as you can imagine. It was really sort of a big assignment for him, and then he had this pile of Reichsmarks that he said he used to stick under his pillows on his bed with his pistol next to it. He was guarding that cash with his life. But at any rate, The tour went off without a hitch, and they stayed in all the finest of hotels and saw all of the great Italian spots and so forth, and had a wonderful time, and then got back to Germany. They didn't even have a breakdown in the cars, so that was good, and Dorgus was very proud of himself. But what happened then, Adolf apparently was quite grateful for what Dorgus did, and he decided that he wanted to make Dorgus one of his adjutants, which he did, and what he also did, he gave Fritz Dorgus this beautiful carved wooden eagle. It's very, very heavy, as a gift for what he accomplished. And as you can see, this is really a lovely Bavarian carved eagle. It was broken, which I have to mention, and we've had it professionally repaired with steel rods up inside of the legs, and as long as it's handled properly, it's going to stay in good order. It's also interesting too, the eagle here has just gotten a duck. You can see the duck here in the wood underneath his claws. It's quite a beautiful thing. And of course, Dorgus getting something like this personally from the Fuhrer was quite a big deal. And then, let me move this over a little bit. And then in addition to that, Ava wanted to do something for Dorgus, and what she did, she had picked some Edelweiss flowers in the mountains on their way home, and Ava gave Dorgus these 3 pressed Edelweiss flowers that are put on top of her color photograph. So these were the nice little mementos that Dorgus had then of his successful trip. I think that's a nice picture. Ava was quite a lovely looking woman, I think. And you're all saying, oh sure, how do you know all this? You're just talking about, well, all of this is totally documented. There's a letter here from the consigner, Stephen Mueller, who's an author on the book known as Over Salzburg, and he was also he got into the group of Knight's Cross winners that had their annual get-togethers every year, and he got to know many of the SS people, and Dorgus was one of the people that he met, and they both liked each other. And this information here, there's a letter from Fritz Dorgus, which describes the event and the fact that the eagle was given to him by the Fuhrer. And then there's some wonderful photographs. This is Dorgus here, and this is Mueller with Dorgus when he was in his 90s. Dorgus is gone now, and here's Dorgus on the patio at the Over Salzburg. Notice the great SS stance that these guys had, just a little tilt forward, just perfect, and his beautiful uniform, and then there's other photos here that this was Hitler and Dorgus at Wolfschanz in Poland, and then Dorgus is in this picture too, and it just it's worth just reading it a little bit. in the letter that Dorgus wrote concerning it says the wood carving carved by artist Willie Fowles was presented to me in 1937 as thanks to the Fuhrer for my service as trip leader during the Italy trip that I undertook with Ava Braun, Gretel Braun, Dr. Leon Morel and his wife, as well as Mrs. Brandt. These Edelweiss flowers were discovered, picked by Ava Braun on a stop in the Alps during our return journey from Italy in 1937. After our arrival back in Berchtesgaden, she gifted these flowers to me as a memory of our trip. So we have all of these documentation with photographs of Dorgus and so forth. And I thought I would tell you a story that I find quite amusing about Dorgus. Remember, he became the adjutant of Hitler, and apparently he maybe couldn't keep his mouth shut sometimes, or he was a witty guy or something, but he, of course, knew Gretel from the trip to Italy, and Hitler said to Dorgus, he said, you know, I think that you should consider marrying Gretel. And Dorgus just kind of, I'll think about it. And then a couple nights later or something, he was having a few drinks with the other guys, and he said to them, he says, you know, the Fuhrer wants me to marry Gretel Braun. And the guy said, whoa, and why don't you do it? He says, well, he said, number one, I don't like the woman, and number two, I don't want to be Hitler's brother-in-law. Well, somehow this got back to Hitler, and of course, he was not pleased to hear that, but then on this next occasion, they were at a conference at Wolfschanz, and this was in late June of 1944, and all the field marshals were there, and Hitler at the table, and they're going over maps, and it was a hot and muggy day, and all the windows were open, so there was a big fly that came into the window and was flying all around, and Hitler is annoyed and batting this fly all over the place, and he says, Dorgus, get rid of this fly. And Dorgus said, but mein Führer, the head of the Luftwaffe is present, and he's in charge of all things that fly. And there was just dead silence in the room. And then they went on with their conference, and then when the conference was over, Hitler says, Dorgus, I want to see you. He said, Dorgus, tomorrow morning you will report to your original regiment in Russia. so that was the end of Dorgus and his smart mouth, except there were a couple of good things that came from it, because a week later the bomb plot happened where the bomb exploded in the conference room, and Dorgus said the bomb was set exactly where he normally would have been standing. So maybe him getting fired saved his life, and then he went on to become a Panzer commander, and he won the Knight's Cross also, and that of course is how my friend Mueller got to meet him at the Knight's Cross reunions. So there's a good story. It's all true. It's all totally documented, and we have these two beautiful items here that can be in somebody's collection. I just think they're really great. And if you want to know more about Dorgus, there also is a YouTube where Dargis spends about an hour talking about his life. It was a couple of years before he died, but it's a very, very interesting video, and it's worth looking at. So with that, we'll go to something else now. Okay guys, we'll get started on the unboxing here and see what's come in. I don't know what this stuff is here. Sorry guys, more cigars. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. A nice man to do that, Mr. Haynes. Thank you. Wow, Punch, one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, it's a good one, Punch.
Yeah, Punch is a good one. Let's see what's here. This looks pretty tough to open here. I'm not sure what to do with it. The Bob Burns cutter is failing me on this one. And here we go inside. We have another first class Iron Cross with one of these wheel backs. Yeah, it sure looks like a good one, but we'll get it checked out. That looks like a nice thing.
Let's see the front of it.
Huh?
See the front of it.
I thought I did. No.
Get your hand out of the way, yeah.
Okay.
It's vaulted too, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it looks nice, doesn't it?
That's a nice one.
Looks like a nice thing. So that's a good thing, and those cigars are certainly fine. Thank you very, very much, sir. I like Punch. They're good. That's a good make. Okay, there we go. We're off and running with an Iron Cross and some cigars. Let's see, we got another smaller box here. Let's see what this might be. And it looks like we got a letter in there. One of those send me the check type letters, you know, guys. Well, that's certainly a sweetheart. A nice wool NSDAP SA armband. Still got a little of the thread on it from when it was on a uniform. It looks like it's just about perfect. One little moth right there.
It could also be a SS greatcoat. It's pretty big.
No, it would have an SS.
Okay. I didn't know it had a tag.
It has an SA tag in it, so that's a very nice armband.
Yeah, that's a nice armband.
And this looks like a podium banner. Yeah, it's a pretty nice one. Got lots of fringe on it. These podium banners are one-sided, of course, because they see there. You can get the idea of what it is. Nice silk stripe that runs all around it. So. Yeah, that's some good stuff. Thank you, sir. We can use that. Very, very good. Well, let's see what else is coming up next here. Let's see what this is. Little box here, another little letter. Let's see what this. Oh, he's thanking me for a scabbard repair that we did for him. It was the dented scabbards. This is from Dan Salyan. Thank you very much, Dan. Look at this. All right, guys.
Yeah, how cool.
How cool was that? An Alcozo insignia on one side, and a dagger, Alexander Koppel Soligan, an army dagger. Isn't that great? Wow, I didn't know you could have custom-made mugs like that with anything you wanted, but boy, that's neat, isn't it? Wow. Thank you very, very much, Dan. I like that a lot. You like that, Ob?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
that's pretty cool.
Just start having your drinks in it during the show.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Speaking of that, here's to you, Dan. Thank you. Isn't that nice? You do a guy a favor and he sends you a nice little gift like that. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Let's see what else we got here. Too many gifts, huh, guys? I mean, I appreciate it, but it's really nice of you guys. It's supposed to be a business, though, you know, but it's still awfully nice of you. Let's see what we got here now. Hope this is not another gift. Oh, there we go. Lots of bubble wrap with no tape. That's good. Make it a little easier on poor old Whitman here. Here's where the tape comes in. Wow. Look at what we got here. There we go, guys.
I like that pack job.
Yeah, beautiful pack job. Isn't that clever the way he packed it? Just really nice. Alright guys, here we go. We got a beautiful RAD officer here. It's in nice condition. Not mint, but a little bit of wear on the pommel, but the grip plates are in perfect condition. Scabbard's in perfect condition. Looks like he's got a little wire here where it was hanging someplace, and oh, you can take that wire off. I don't think we need that anymore. And it's got a nice blade on it. Not bad at all. Blade's just about mint. And it's made by, oh, Alcozo. What a coincidence. We just had an Alcozo mug, so there you go. It all goes together.
It's not the same guy, is it?
No. And I like how the frosting stayed there where the cross guard covered the scabbard top. So that's a good RAD. Nothing wrong with that at all. Very, very nice. Yes, sir. I do like that. Thank you. That's great. All right. And that one wasn't a gift. Let's see what we got next here. Moving right along. Let's see. I guess maybe we'll try this box. See what this baby is. Fairly heavy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There we go. Mm-hmm. And a drink. So we can get set and see what this is now. Whoa here. Oh my. Wow, this is an awfully pretty thing. Wow. Wow. Gee, what a beautiful parade dress. Let's see if I can click this here and no, it doesn't want to click, but you guys can get the idea there. That's really a dandy. Look at that beautiful, beautiful officer's breast eagle, and the choice buttons, and yeah. Let's see. I guess he's an Oberleutnant or something. Wow. Yeah, that's there's a little dagger hanger in here, and
Any name in the pocket or anything?
I don't know. Lots of loops here. 1, 2, 3, 3 sets of loop. 4. No, yeah, 3 sets of loops and a metal bar. And now it's not named, but that's quite a beautiful tunic. It's mint. There's not a flaw in it. Really, really pretty. So that's number 1 here, because it looks like there's some more stuff here. Oh, here we go again. another beautiful tunic. This has got an Edelweiss, so I guess he was a mountain troop guy. Nice breast eagle. Good shoulder boards here. He is, I guess, is that an officer or an NCO? You don't know? I think it's a lieutenant, a lieutenant. And he's got the Russian ribbon and the Iron Cross ribbon. Again, absolute perfect condition. There's loops on this. Yeah, one set, 3 sets of loops. It's an all wool tunic, in nice condition. Now this one's not named either, but there you go, guys.
Let me see the manufacturer.
Okay. Can you get that from there, Rob?
Oh yeah. Okay.
And here it is. Again, just a perfect outfit. Very, very nice. Ah, there's something else in here too. Oh boy, here we go, guys. Wow. Whew. Wow. Look at this. A Panzer parade dress. I don't think I've ever had one of those before. How about that, Ob?
Yeah. Killer.
Isn't that a killer? Beautiful, beautiful thing. Nice breast eagle on it. Well, this I guess is an NCO though. That must be.
Get a shot of those boards.
Pink piped. He's got an Iron Cross here and another loop.
It's a wound badge.
Or yeah, sorry, wound badge. Ob, you're right. And I guess this paper must relate to something, and all the buttons are here. Beautiful liner. Absolutely perfect. Yeah, I think it's a kind of a rare sight to see a Panzer parade dress. You like that one, Ob?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go, guys. That's some pretty good stuff, to say the least. Put that away for the moment, and let's see what we got next here. Yes, sir. Moving right along. Another big box. Okay. Oh, we'll have to see what's in here. It looks like I somehow... There it is.
Oh, that's great.
I guess it got dropped off when I flung that tunic over. Not good. All right, let's see what we got next here. Wow, those were nice tunics. Every one of them, fantastic. Yeah, for you guys that are collecting tunics, they don't get any better than those.
I don't think that the parade tunics even have the manufacturer's label in them.
Maybe they don't.
I don't think they do.
Yeah, come to think of it, I don't remember really seeing any. Maybe they were made by direct contract or something with the Army, and so they didn't want any labels in them. Let's see what we got here. Looks like an assortment of goodies here. Ding. Oh, might be some edged weapons here, guys. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, that seems to be it. So we can open these, see what we got here. Oh, it'll be some good stuff. That's some good stuff. Oh, these are easy to get to. I like it when there's not a bunch of tape all over everything. Dagger bag here. Oh my. Ooh. Hello. Oh my. Wow. This has a pack tag on it, guys. If this is a pack Navy dagger, which it probably is, this is easily one of the rarest of all the daggers. And look at the beautiful condition of it. Hammered scabbard, beautiful grip. Let's just see here. Oh boy. Yeah, this is one of the rarest naval daggers there are. So you just never ever see these. Really, really rare and extremely desirable. It's got the Siegfried Waffen mark on it. Just phenomenal, and with that beautiful scabbard, and the other side of the blade is also just as nice. And if you look in the pack catalog, you'll see that that blade is identical to what they show in the catalog. Easily one of the rarest naval daggers there are, and in just mint condition. Got a couple of tiny little age spots there, but overall it just looks mint. Really, really nice, and boy, that's great. Been a lot of years since I've seen one of these. You ever seen one, Hub? No?
No, not that I recall. What, they just didn't make that many of them?
No, they made very, very few of them.
That tag's pretty rare too.
The tag is very, very rare. Yeah, that's a really, really rare dagger, guys. Now let's see what we got here. Hard to beat that, I'll tell you that. Man.
You like the bag?
I like the bag, yeah. Wow. Boy, this man is a conditioned man. Look at that RAD. Spectacular. Look at the condition of that. All the blackening in the recesses, the paint is mint. The grip plates don't even look like they were worn. See what the other side looks like. Just as nice. Wow, that's one classy RAD there. Wow, this man has good taste. Whew. Beautiful mint blade. Same condition as the outside. Just fantastic. And it's a WKC piece. Boy, I can't believe the scabbard paint too, and the fittings. They just show no wear at all. Wow, that's a real killer. Like that one, Ob?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that, boy, this guy's got good taste. Man. This man's getting up in years and he's starting to part with some of his treasures, so we're getting lucky here. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Ooh, man. Look at that beautiful thing, collectors. That anodized scabbard is just incredible. All nickel fittings. Beautiful vertical hanger. The grip is just perfect. Look at that grip. Oh, just beautiful. Wow. Boy, you don't see many early SS's in this condition. Wow, beautiful motto, beautiful blade. Got all the grain in it and everything. See that, Ob? Yeah, I wonder who made it here. Let's see. A Boker. Wow. This is the second style fittings that Boker used. But just tremendous. #1 district on it. And the scabbard anodizing is just perfect. Just like it was made. Just beautiful. Wow. Well, there you go, guys. That's really something special. And as rare as SS's are getting, to find one in this condition is extraordinary. Wow. It's just unbelievable. Well, that was some box, huh, guys? I probably should have saved that one for last, but I didn't know it was in here. Man, oh man. Okay, guys, I had to get a drink. Robbie needed another drink too after those 3 beauties. Boy, you don't see, you just don't see things in that kind of condition. They must represent things that come from many, many years ago, and been in a collection all these years and haven't been banged around at all, so it's really rare to see stuff like that.
Very minty today. The tunics too are
the tunics are
perfect.
Well, we got one more box. It's a big box, so I don't know what's in here either. But we'll see here. We'll chug it along and see what happens. Yeah. Boy, that Boker SS, man, that was really something. The scabbard on that, man. The blade and just everything is just absolutely perfect.
Do we have another poker around? We could show the two different types of fittings.
I could show that, yeah.
We'll save that for the next one.
That's right in the safe here. I got one, so I can show it. Yeah, Robbie's probably right.
It's not like we're going to be late for work.
Yeah, well, I'll let you see what I'm talking about with the. Before I open this box, let me just. Okay, Rob brought up the suggestion that since we mentioned that that beautiful Boker dagger had the second type guards we see on them, Robbie said, well, why don't we show them what both guards look like? So I have, this is my personal Boker dagger. It's the first dagger, first SS I ever owned. I bought it in 1965, just like it is. Although the scabbard was painted, whether it was repainted, I'm sure it was repainted during the time, but whether it was anodized at one time, it probably was. And this is the dagger we took out of the box. And if you look at the two, especially the top cross guard, these are the two types of guards that Boker used. These are the more famous type with these kind of weird looking ends on them. And these, they probably made about 25% of the time. So that's what you'll see with Boker daggers. And just to let you know for sure, yep, that's my Boker there, and this is the other mint Boker. You can see the trademarks are the same and everything on both of them. Yeah, I noticed too on my Boker the standard type fittings are a little thicker too on the bottom. You can see that too. So it's just nice to see stuff like that when the opportunity arises. It only takes a minute, and maybe it might be something that would be of interest to you guys. So there you go. I'll put this back
in the bag.
Oh, right again, Ob.
Yeah.
Okay, that goes in here. And I'll put mine back in the safe. Alright, we'll get back to opening this box again here. See what this is. I think I'll put it on the floor. Oh, heavy. And we'll see what we got in here. So far it's been a pretty good day, so let's hope that all continues. I don't see why it won't. If I can just get to this stuff. Oh, here's something. It's not easy to get out here. There's so much packing. Let's see. Oh, looks like a lot of things here, Rob. Boy. Yeah, we're having a good week here at Old Whitman's.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a new battery.
Wow.
Whew.
boy. This is going to take a while, guys. It looks like that. No, I don't think that's all it is. Oh, boy, this is...
Dag. Oh, that's great.
Oh, boy.
What was that, the piece of alec? Come on, that box wasn't that big.
I think that's it, guys.
Man. Why don't you call Debbie over and look through the box while we go through these? Make sure it's all of it.
Oh, I'll look through the box just to make sure, but... Well, I think we got our work cut out here for our guys. Are you up to this? It's going to be a long video, I'm afraid. Yeah. Boy, that's a lot of stuff. Well, we'll see what we got. Okay. Well, there's a very nice red cross. Excellent hilt and good scabbard paint. Nice frog. Yeah, the frog has got some kind of stuff. Its maker mark, Carl Busa mice. Yeah, oh, beautiful. Just the best, the blade. Yeah, this is really a, that's a very, very fine red cross. You don't see many in that condition. That's very, very nice. Let's see. The other things are up to the caliber of that piece. Oh, here we go, guys. Well, what I'm seeing so far, we have an early dagger with just a super grip. But it's in a later scabbard. Let's see, it's marked MI. Beautiful dagger, though. Wow, let me see who made that. Wow, great mint blade with a real dark motto. Oh yeah, Bickle. I love Bickle pieces. We don't see too many of them, and they're always really well done. But as I say, the scabbard is later than the piece, and maybe we can find something to make that correct, because that is really a nice Bickle dagger. You like that grip, Bob?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. An interesting police bayonet. It has the mortise button, but notice it's got no lines on it. It's just plain. You don't see that too much. I guess it's a municipal. Yeah, it's an Alcozo. Nice piece. And here again, the serial numbers were ground off of it by the Third Reich people that shortened the blade. So that's a nice bayonet. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see what else we got here.
Short, fat, stubby grip plates.
Yeah, the hilt looks just a little longer than it should be. They cut it back so far. See where they chopped the grip here?
Yeah.
It's an interesting one. But they did a good job. Wow, this looks nice. Another nice grip, a walnut grip. This is going to be a Sewell dagger, I think. And look at the scabbard, absolutely mint. Really, really beautiful anodized scabbard. You just don't see them that nice. And it's got a FR Grupa. Let's see there. Yeah, beautiful mint blade. Black motto. Really beautiful blade. And yeah, this is a JP Cellar. We were right, from Sewell. Very desirable.
A lot of grease on it, or oil on it.
Yeah, there's a lot of oil on it, but the scabbard is just fantastic.
Yeah, that's nice.
Boy, that's,
Very nice.
that's a nice, nice dagger. Let's see what else we got here. Looks like we got a whole collection here. Another nice SA. Wow. Whew, man. Look at the grip on this thing. Oh, just fantastic. Wow.
Yeah, this gentleman liked his grips here.
And look at the back.
Yeah.
Isn't that really cool? And another choice anodized scabbard. Wow. This looks like a Sewell dagger too, but I don't know. The blade is nice. Got a lot of grease on it too, but it's nice. No, yeah, it is. It's a Hainel from Sewell. Yep. Very, very beautiful dagger. The grip is really special. Wow, that is just great. Yeah, I like that. You can see why people like Sewell daggers, huh, Hub?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. You're still with us, guys? I hope you are. We're doing the best we can here. You can always put it on hold or something if you have to go get a drink or whatever. Sandwich. Or if you're like me, a cigar and your wife won't let you smoke in the house. I know how that is. I don't listen to it, but I know how it is. Well, looks like we got a bayonet here. In beautiful condition. Mint scabbard. Really nice frog. Oh, just a plain, oh, it's a Paul Wyersburg. You don't see many Wyersburgs. That's the Real 8 trademark they used. Usually when you see this kind of trademark, it's a postal bayonet. But I don't see any postal markings on it, so it's just a standard late Wyersburg, but a very, very nice, very nice bayonet. Okay. Let's see, we'll do this one next. Oh, I see. An SA with a beautiful hanger and loop. Okay, this one is a later piece with the aluminum eagle, and it's got a dedication on it, something about for excellency with Group Tourigan, Metz something or other, 1938. Maybe Bob can get that on the... You guys that like to translate that can send me the proper translation. I know you're out there. You guys love to translate these things for me, and I appreciate it a lot. Let's see what the blade looks like. Oh, it's mint. Very, very nice blade. Doesn't get any better. Oh, and then to add to it, it's a double proof holler. Boy, that's a nice thing. So you got a double proof holler with a dedication on it from 1938 and a 1938 period hanger and a loop. Look at that, the loop is all RZM Mark II. And it's got the retainer on there. Yeah, that's a very, very nice dagger.
Nothing wrong with that. It's nice.
No,
Good stuff.
no, that's a very good piece. Yes, sir, you have good taste. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, we have another early dagger with a nice hanger. And a good, decent scabbard, anodized scabbard. Pretty grip. This one's marked HE from Hesse. Let's see what the fine blade, perfect condition, really nice. And boy, that's a really a weird maker. Herbitz and Mauer.
Who?
Yeah, look at that logo. Herbitz and Mauer, isn't that what it says? And in choice condition. That's probably way up there on the McSar scale.
I've never seen that before. That's a really rare one.
I think it is. We'll look it up. Wow.
We'll be jumping for that one. Boy. Man. It's in great shape too, you know?
Yeah,
even with a rare maker, like, it's a really rare maker, but the dagger's all crap. But this is mint too.
Got both, yeah. Got everything. Oh, we got a lot of free rubber bands here, Rob. Well, it's a K98, but look at that thing.
Yeah.
Oh boy, is that clean. Oh,
It's
man.
got a really nice look to it.
Yeah, it really does. Beautiful frog, and
I only gotta ask, I know the numbers match.
there's probably no point in even looking, but
You gotta look.
oh, look at that blade. I mean,
That's
just
incredible.
incredible, yeah. Let's see.
I've got 9796. What do you got?
I can't see it unless the camera can get in that little space.
Yeah. Let's see what I got.
97.
No, I can't see it either.
It's oh, the maker is one you don't see much too.
No,
I'm sure it matches, but we'll look harder when we have time. See that maker, Elite Diamond? That's one you don't see either. Just looking at the quality of the rest of the things, I think it matches, but we'll verify that. But what a beautiful
that's
K98,
I'm
huh?
not gonna find a better one than that. Yeah, and I'm sure those numbers do match. We don't know for sure.
Oh, looks like we got another essay. Can never have too many essays, guys. The market's really hot with them. Everybody wants one. Look at that nice toning to it, all the nicotine all over it, and looks like a pack piece to me.
I don't know. Not with that grip. It looks like a sword dagger.
No, that's a pack look. That orangey grip and the cross guard, and see the short scabbard mount. If it's not a pack, I'll be really surprised. But
Boy, that's a nice grip.
MN, beautiful grip. That's a pack. This has got to be a pack. All right, there's the front of it. Am I wrong, collectors? Well, am I going to be wrong? Do I get shot? You can't tell. It's a ground broom. But it's
it's there, I'm sure.
It's a pack dagger, though, I'm sure. Let me...
We'll just give you the benefit of the doubt.
No, let me see. There's some... Yeah, there it is. There it is. It's there. A little bit of it's there. You can get just enough to see it's a pack.
Yeah, it's there. Right again, Dad.
Yep. Well, that's a nice dagger, though. That grip is really a beautiful, beautiful thing. Let's see it. Looks like one more. There might be more in this box, but I think I'll search that later. I held you guys up long enough here. Let's see what's in here. Wow. Wow. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that is just heart-stopping, the condition.
I haven't seen a good one of those in a while.
Wow. Look at that leather and... Oh. It's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well, it's a plain blade, but the blade is absolutely stone mint. All the grain is in there. It's virtually brand new, this piece. You see that grain up?
Sure.
And is it a 7? Yeah, it's just a 713, a shuttle hopper, but boy, is it in nice condition. Yeah. This is one of the later pieces too. You can kind of tell them with when you see this pebbly leather like this. This was, I believe, an artificial leather that they were starting to use towards the end of the period. But condition-wise, you just you can't beat that. So there you go, guys. Well, that's the end of our unboxing for this week. But I think you saw a lot of pretty cool stuff. I enjoyed that one. Yeah, especially this last group of really beautiful essays mixed in, and then that the group before with the condition of those pieces, that SS and that RAD and and that pack Navy dagger. You'd die to get one of those things. They're so rare. So that's all we have for this week, and I'm trying to contain my excitement. I still get just as excited over this stuff as I did 50 years ago, and that's what's fun about this hobby. It never gets old. You can enjoy it your whole life. If you're not in it, I know a lot of you guys just watch these videos, but you're not really collectors. Buy something, get started. It's really thrilling. It's a lot of fun. It gives you a real zest for life. At least it does me. So that's all, and we'll see you for now. And thanks again for watching, and keep sending in those comments. I enjoy them. So thanks a lot. Bye.
All right, Dad, can't you just check that box real fast?
Yeah, you know, you're probably right, Ob. There's so much paper in there that I don't know. reach all the way down the bottom.
Was that it or what?
I don't know. I think it is. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. God, here's another thing in here.
See?
Yeah, you were right, Ob. Well, now I already ended the video, and now we're back again. Well, all right. What do we got here? Pays the check. Ob's right.
SKK.
Yeah. A weird looking thing too. Yeah, this is going to be a hell big piece. The eagle is up way too far. That's what they did. And also the fittings are steel. They're the only maker to make them out of steel.
Yeah, that's an odd looking thing.
It's a very odd looking thing, but absolutely original. I'm sure it's a hell big. We'll see. It's got that light etch that they had, and yeah, it is. The 73, M773 is a hell big piece. They were the only producer to chrome plate steel fittings. And that's what you see on their daggers, and also the grip eagle is up real high. Everybody used to think they weren't real, and
It's
they
a
are
dark
real.
RCM too.
Yeah. So there you go. Okay. That's it in that box, I think.